Hello. AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you. May you use discernment in every message that I speak. And may you ask the divine to bring you forth the wisdom, the clarity, and the truth that is needed for you in every message. So with surrender, as I was shuffling the cards before I got on here, it flew out the deck. So we're going to be talking about surrender. We're going to be talking about a number of things because there's a number of messages that, there's many messages that just wants to, be brought to someone, to people, to you today. I know for some reason, water continues to come out. For some reason, water just keeps coming to me. So there's someone who, maybe some of you are needing to drink more water. I'm not water is just continue to come in my mind. Every time I sit here, it's water in the moon for some reason. So it may be a combination for you all, water in the moon, or, someone needs to get out into the moon more and look up the moon more, like learn more about the moon. For someone may need to drink more water. And this is male or female. This isn't just, a female. This is for both, energies. Okay, so this isn't just one-sided. This is for, drinking more water. In the male body, I believe that there's 60 to 75% of water in the male body, and in the female in the female body, there's 55 to 65% of water. So water is a huge part of our energies, that make up of us. And water is super important in our life, and I believe that's why water just keeps coming up, because I believe as you're cleansing and purifying, water is needed as well throughout this journey to continue, because water is purifying. Water is, it's good for our bodies. If we're made up a certain percentage of our body, if water is made up a certain percentage of our body, I believe that's why the message want to just continue to come out as you getting cleansed from the divine, as you're going within and really wanting to remove certain things and move energy, and that is what is going to purify you as well as that water. And so for the moon also has its benefits as well. Now, I'm not trying to, like I said before, I'm not trying to steer anyone from the beliefs or make this anything about, because I believe in my things and what I believe in, and I want you to believe in what you believe in. But I know I'm just here to tell you, along this journey, there's different, the divine is wanting you to know truth, and the truth that is for you. And this may be adding to your beliefs, or this may take away some of the beliefs that you have and add more. I'm not here to steer you in any type of way but the truth. And so the moon may just be a benefit for someone. The moon has many benefits, such as it creates balance. It balances your hormones, it balances your energy. If you may be feeling down and out, just basking in the moon can help you. Just how like we bask in the sun. So if you want to look at this where you don't have to look at this in the way of, we may feel as though it's weird. Think about it. There's people that's bask in the sun. So if you can bask in the sun, you can definitely bask in the moon, And so just as though the sun has benefits, the moon brings forth the same, effects, because the sun, and I want to get this correct, the sun is just I'm gonna leave that one alone, but the moon does bring vitamin D to your body as well. It brings many balances, and there's more about the moon, but we can definitely talk about that on later messages. But I'm just guided to say there's something about the moon. Maybe someone needs to combine it combine the moon and water, drink more water, go out into the moon, bask in the moon, because the moon, it really does bring many benefits. But I'm not trying to steer you. So if you do not believe in that, remember, discernment is always discernment. Remember, I always tell you about discernment, but I always know that you're going to get the true information within these messages anyway. So that is not nothing that I am worried about at all. So may you be guided to what's true to you. Alrighty, so so the card surrender came out, and I'm gonna go ahead and read from it. So it's someone that needs to surrender, because this flew out, and then I put it back in the card deck, and it flew out again. So I'm like, okay, so it's something about surrendering. It says, sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe. So there's someone who's needing to surrender. There's someone who is needing to surrender and let it go, and stop trying to control it, and trust what the divine is showing you. Maybe there is someone who is keep trying to logically do this, who keeps trying to bring logic to this situation, and the divine is wanting you to know that this is nothing logical. This is nothing. This healing, this truth, this isolation, this transformation that you may be in or going through, this isn't nothing that is that can be tainted with your logical ego mind. And once again, ego, we're not here to diminish and demolish and just pound on ego. It's not that. It's this is spiritual. Basically, this is what's going on in your life is spiritual. This is what is not seen. This is unseen energy that is being moved in your life. The divine is doing things in an unseen way. So that's why it's so important for you to have faith in this time, because what you think that is what you're trying to control and plan and do yourself, the divine is wanting you to let that go, because the divine is bringing forth what is true to you, so that you can do this in a smooth way, so it can be done in a truthful way, so it can be done in a unique way. Because you have to think about it, over the time as we've grown, we've grown with habits and ways and learning of that's not even true to who we are. And remember, this is an individual school, and we have our own divinity with the divine ourselves. So each one has a divine, is divine, right? And we have our own divinity with divine. And as we're growing, as we have grown, we have gotten we may have strayed from that truth of who we are through the divine. So we may have learned certain habits, certain ways, certain things about who we are that isn't true. And so if you're trying to still control this time within your life with those ways and habits, that is why the divine is wanting you to surrender, because the divine is saying that has not worked for you. Yes, it's gotten you here. Thank you for it. Thank yourself for it. Be grateful for it. But listen, the divine is wanting you to surrender and say that way cannot go anymore. That way cannot be anymore. You are in isolation. You have went through this isolation, or you're going to go through this isolation, because I am trying to take you to the true path that is for you. So it's not to feel guilty about this time. So in this time, you may be feeling guilty, or maybe feeling as though you gotta make this right. You gotta do this. The divine is wanting you to surrender. You don't have to feel guilty in this time. You don't have to feel. You don't have to feel like. You don't have to condemn yourself in this time. You don't have to judge yourself in this time. That is the ego. The divine is wanting you to let that go. What has happened and what is happening, it was meant to happen to get you here, for you to surrender. Because the divine has wanted you to go your way, so the divine could show you that, okay, now it's my time. Now it's time to go within. Now it's time for the truth. And the divine has shown you. See, this isn't the time to feel guilty in this time. The God, if you're going to look back, look at the times where the divine was still there with you. But look at the times that you try to get through this all on your own. The divine wants you to go back, right? I'm not going to say the divine wants you to go back. I don't want, but tell the story in a truer way for yourself that led you here. Change the perspective. Surrender to the stories. Surrender to the stories. Let them go and invite the divine in your life right now. It is the divine, you and the divine. It is your intimate time right now. So can you allow that? Can you allow this? I hope that's making sense for someone. What you may have been trying to do, that is why the divine has you here right now. Because as you surrender, as you let go of the stories that you tell yourself, the divine is in favor. You're in favor with the divine. You are in favor with the divine. You are favored. We are all favored. But the divine is wanting you to let go so that you can see that you are favored. Remember I was saying that the divine is wanting you to widen your vision. The divine is wanting you to grow higher. Go higher. Get that weight off you. The divine is wanting that weight to get off you. The way of your thinking to get off you so that you can fly higher. So you can widen your vision. So you can rise above and widen your vision. So someone's needing to surrender in this time. I do not want you to be here. Even I don't want you to walk around weighted. Because I know that feeling. I know that feeling. And listen, this may be for someone. Even in this moment, this really may be for someone. So listen, you may be in this moment, right? And you may be in isolation. Or you may have just gotten out of isolation and you still have these obstacles going on. You still are in obstacles. This chaos still going around within you, around your life. There's still things that's going on. I ask that you have the faith. And I also ask that you surrender in this time. Because what the divine has done through this time of this isolation, within this isolation, has prepared you for what's to come. This is what you're seeing now is what happened from what you have done in the old way. But you are new you, so you have to allow that to ascend. You have to allow that you have to have that faith to know that what the divine has taken you through or is taking you through is for a reason. The divine is wanting you to know that in this moment you are the light. In this moment you are the light. The divine is wanting you to change your perspective on this and stop wanting you to do things logically in this time. Because what the divine is doing cannot be logically done. It cannot be. You're having to have and I know I keep saying this, it is a time for faith. It's a time for letting go. Ari, my light's off. I know. Your lights may be off right now. You may not have a job right now. You may not be having any income coming in right now. But I ask that in this time and in this moment, please have the faith and trust the divine. Ari, how can you say that? I can say that. I really can. Coming from a person who had to have their lights cut off for 3 weeks. I had my lights cut off 3 weeks. And I had to see that the light in the situation. I had to see the light that I was light even in the situation. You have to see that you are the light in the situation. There's light in this situation. For some reason I had so much peace in that time, and I know that it took a while. As in the 3 weeks that I was out, it took a while to have that peace because the many obstacles that had happened before then. But I was able to have so much peace within my lights being cut off. I just could not do nothing but thank the divine in that moment in time. There was no air coming in, let up the window. Didn't have any lights to get ready for work. I used the flashlight on my phone. I would charge my phone up in my car before coming in the house for good after work. And I would charge my phone up in the car. And I would use the light to get ready for the bath water was cold. So I would use, and that was another thing. But I would use the light to get ready for work. And I like to work out, so I would use my phone for my workouts. I still worked out the whole 3 weeks. There's light in this. You don't have to drown in your chaos. You don't have to drown in your obstacles. It's a time for divine time. So in that time, I even got closer to the divine, asking questions. I chose not to, because there was many obstacles that I had gone through before. It led me to this. The divine was really, I believe, testing me. What you gonna do in this situation? Are you gonna pout? Or are you gonna see the truth that I'm trying to show you in this time? So the divine is just trying to help you to see the truth in this time. Ari, I'm going out. I got these problems going on in my life, and then I have to go out into the world where there's people that are being mean to me, that are on different levels, and I'm having to understand. Yes, because the divine is taking you through this, because there is something that the divine is wanting you to see. That these people don't make up you as well. These people don't make up you. What is the divine telling you before you leave the house? So there may be someone who may not even be going through what you're going through, but may be on another level and may be treating you a certain way. The divine is, do you let this person move you where you've worked so hard to stay grounded in? I ask you, do you let this person move you when the divine has worked so, and you know that you've had this sacred time with the divine, this intimate time with the divine, that divine is, you got to look at these as, I'm asking you to look at this in another way. This person shouldn't move you. The world shouldn't move you. You should move the world. You are here to move the world. That is why you're here to be the light of the world. Not by yourself, though. You're not meant to take on this by yourself. The divine is here to let the divine guide you in this time. This is divine light. So you may be going through these obstacles at home or around this chaos in the world. No one may have no idea, and that may bother you even more. You're like, I'm going through all this. My light's off, my car, this, that. And you're like, these people treat me like this. That's why it's important to have the faith. That's why it's so important to surrender. Remember, like I said before, the divine brings you so much peace in this time. So you do not let anyone take that from you in this time. The divine is wanting you to see that you are light. So the divine is wanting you to be that light. Because the divine is wanting you to know that your circumstances does not define you. You are still a light being no matter what circumstance that is going on. You are the light even in this chaos. You are the light even in the chaos. You are the light even as you walk this earth. You are the light. So I ask that you see that and clear out anything that doesn't tell you that. Clear out any energy that does not tell you that. Please, I ask that you clear out anything that isn't telling you that you are the light in this time. Because you are. And that's why the divine is wanting you to surrender. That's why the divine is wanting you to let go of ego and trying to control it. Because you're trying to do something that the divine has already had the divine plan for you for. But the divine is just wanting you to be in alignment with that. The divine is wanting you to purify your energy and get on a higher vibration so you can go towards that what is true to you, that divine plan, so you can be in alignment with it. The divine is wanting you to get out the way. The divine is wanting you to let go of that ego. The divine is wanting you to let go of those stories that you're telling yourself. The divine is wanting you to know that you are favored. The divine is wanting you to rise above so that you can widen your vision. Do you see what I'm doing here? I ask that you see it. This is a time of gratitude. What can you be grateful for in this time? In that time when my lights was off, I was really grateful. I told you it was a certain type of peace that I had. Now, when I went to work, I had to start. I was at peace. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was at peace when I would be at home, but then when I noticed when I go to work, I still would be at peace. But you still notice that there's many. We're just gonna say that people, everyone's on their different levels. So it's, it's people that is, having many different experiences, and you're just like I could really be out here being like a certain type of way, but I'm not. But but what I'm trying to say is, I get it. I do get it. But that is even part of you surrendering and letting that go. Because how they act is none of your business. It's what you and the divine got going on. This is why I tell you that this is a sacred time for you and the divine. An intimate time for you and the divine. I mean, if you got to go to work and sing, please sing your butt off of how grateful you are for this time. It was a point in time. Now, I'm not saying, please don't make fun of me. And it was a point in time where I had to sing, like if somebody had me messed up, I'd be like, you got me so mad. Like, listen, please don't make fun of me. Don't judge me right now. But listen, I had to even stop singing that though. But it made me laugh. So laughter, remember that card, laughter is the medicine. Laughter is medicine. So it got me by, but I didn't even want to continue to sing about someone having me messed up, because then you will always expect that. Your energy will always expect that somebody got you messed up. But it got me by sometimes. So if you need to say that to get you by a little bit, hey, just don't stay in it, because we evolving every day. So if that may be something that you could do, I told you I sing everything. Just singing, it has become my protection for me. So maybe it can become like a protection for you. But it's not to speak negative, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I say don't. If you do, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just ask that you pay it as you sing it. Okay, it may bring forth some laughter, but you want to evolve as well, and not blame anyone outside of yourself of your happiness. If that makes sense. Yes, if that makes sense. So surrender and let this go. This isn't logical. This isn't something that this is not something that is meant for you to try to maneuver. It's not. This is in higher realms. And the divine is wanting you to get in alignment with that. This is an important time. This is an amazing time for you to see clearly. And to feel liberated. And to let go. Please let go. And allow the divine love in your life right now. And please know that this is the right action. And the divine with non-duality that always come out. It does. with non-duality, the divine is wanting you to what you've been working hard on, what you've been moving so hard in your life within the divine, within that sacred, intimate time with the divine. Divine is wanting you to bring that forward in the word as well, and know that you can be fluent at doing both, of being divine within and showing that outwardly, and being that outwardly, being fluid in both, because you are fluent in both. That is what we are here to do, to know how divine we are and to walk in that divinity with our head held high, but knowing that there's higher, and that we're not doing this alone. It says bound to the inner divine. Bound to the inner divine, and being that great one in the world, being that divinity in the world. I hope that makes sense. Please know, as you continue to grow and go through these obstacles, you're not limited. You're expanding. You're expanding. It says eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. There we go. You are, and then limitless is on the bottom of it. As I pulled, expanded, limitless is right there. Because I just said that you're not limited. Wow, thank you, divine. It says you're not limited. You're expanding. This is eternity. Like, as you grow, this is being done within. You're not limited. You're limitless. And as limitless, as I pulled, expandingless is right here. Expansiveness. I wonder how many times I said expandedness. But as limitless is right here, it says, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. There we go. You are limitless. And please know this. Please don't let anyone in this time of your life take you from what the divine has been showing you. Ground yourself in this time. Continue to ground yourself. And continue to make this an ongoing thing. Your growth, your love, your truth in this intimate time with the divine. Please know that this is ongoing. This is an ongoing time. Invite the help. Invite help throughout the deck. Invite help from the divine. Ask the divine, how can I get through this? In that time, as my lights was cut off, I just had to ask. I'm like, divine, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Divine, I'm just going to give this to you. I'm not sure. So I just ask that you bring forth the assistance that I need in my life, the guidance that I need in my life, so that I can, have the faith and to know that what you're doing in my life is true. Divine, I'm not sure right now what I need to do, but I'm just going to be guided within you. I don't know what path that you wanted me to look at right now, but divine, I'm just going to believe in you. Divine, I don't know. It was many things. Divine, what do you want me to do within this? Divine, how do I see myself out of this? What is the vision? What is a vision that I can use to see myself out of this? Please know that this is courage. And remember that it's easy for you to receive. So whatever the divine, remember, you are limitless. So divine can use anything or anyone in this time in your life. So please know that. Please know that. Please let the divine source guide you in this time. And please know, wherever you are, please, I ask you to have faith and be full of gratitude right now. Be thankful for where you are and how far you've come, and what the divine has already done for you in your life. Please have faith. Let it flow and trust your intuition in this time. Reframe your mind. Reframe your mind. This isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. And detach from your way of thinking. Detach from the reality of it. Give it to the divine. Surrender. Let go of it. And trust the divine guidance in this time. Where is the divine pointing you within? This is a time to be, and I know you saying go within in a time like this. Yes, because what got you here is what happened within. Ooh, I hope that makes sense for someone. What got you here is the ways of thinking that was within. So that is divine. That is why the divine is trying to purify you and clean you up, so that you don't have to go through this again. And if you and so that you don't have to be in this obstacle again without knowing what to do, or be in this obstacle again. So invite this and know that this is true, and set your intentions as you go throughout each and every day. Set your intentions and surrender and set your intentions, because anything other than that is a delusion. Continue to make sure that you clear out your energy. You know, maybe that's why that moon card continues to show up. The moon is another way that you can really energy clear out your energy. Trust this path. Continue to go within. Create that sacred place with you, divine. Create somewhere in the house. I mean, somewhere in the house, somewhere, wherever, out in nature, in the house, that you can have an intimate time between you and the divine, and know that nothing, the most mundane problem, can become a sacrament. Know that the most mundane problem, the divine can really move out of your life. And and I ask that you don't feel ashamed of this time. Know that you are worthy to go within and find who you are. Find what the divine has for you. Find your truth. You are worthy of this. You are worthy to love, to be loved, and to know that you are loved, and to know that love is for you. You know, and the divine is wanting you to see that. So if you're maybe going through any relationship problems, friendship problems, or anything like that, the divine is stripping all that away, clearing all that out of you. So that what you've been going through, because what you're going through is what you try to do by yourself. But with the divine can bring forth what is true to you, and that is love. That is that is love. That is expansiveness. That is limitless and an eternal life. That is what the divine is trying to bring forth to you. The divine wants you to know that you are love, and you are love, and that is for you as well. And I mean in relationships, friendships, opportunity, however you want to look at it. Please trust the signs that you have been getting. So in this time, please surrender. In this time, please surrender and pay attention to the stories that you're telling yourself. Know that you are favored in this time, and know that the divine is taking you through this time so that you can get that, let go, get that weight off you, so that you can rise above and rise above and widen your vision. You are limitless. And if you don't believe this, just invite the help. Invite the help of the divine, and the divine will always be here. Because if you're continuing to do this may be for someone who may just be getting in this isolation, in this hermit time, in this moment. Invite the help. Let the divine flow in your life. It is worth it. It is. Know that this is the right action. You are love. Let this flow. Oh, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for the messages, the kind comments. It really helps me to continue to believe in myself. Not only myself, but believe in the divine as the divine, because I make sure that in each and every message that I, speak to the divine, and make sure that these messages are able to resonate with you, even with me, as I'm growing and evolving as well. So I just want to thank you all for, the listening, and just, being here we're being here together as we're evolving, and experiencing this life, and knowing that we are limitless, knowing that we are loved, knowing that the divine has been here finding out that the divine has been here the whole time, and just letting the divine do the divinity movement evolving in our lives. So thank you so much. May this message resonate. Sending love and light. May you get it through the wind.